Hello my dear friends. So today we are going to solve the question print the longest common subsequence. So what will be given in this question? In input there will be two strings that will be given to us. So let us take the example. Suppose the string is given A G G T A B. This is the X string and Y string will be G X T X A Y B. Okay, so these are the two strings given in the question and they are asking us to print the longest common subsequence. So let us find out which is the longest common subsequence. Here A is there but A is here, so let's skip this A. So first G is matching here. Okay, after G what is matching? T is matching, correct? Then A is matching, then B is matching. So what will be the longest common subsequence? It will be G T A B. Okay, this is going to be longest common subsequence. So in the last question we print the length of this longest common subsequence and we returned answer as 4. But this time what we need to do? We need to print this complete string GTAB. So before watching this video you can refer to the longest common subsequence video where I have explained you both the recursive approach as well as dynamic programming approach. So here we are going to solve by the DP approach. So what happens in the DP approach is, first of all we need to create a matrix. Okay, and what will be the size of the matrix? Let's say the size of the string x, x is going to be m and size of string y is going to be n. So we need to create a DP of size m plus 1 and size n plus 1. First of all our task will be this. Okay, so if we are going to see 1 2 3 4 5 6, it will be DP of 6 plus 1 and 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 plus 1. So what we need to do? We need to create 7 8. Okay, DP of 7 and 8, that is a matrix. Okay, so let us create and let us solve this problem. Okay, so I am explaining this question trying to explain in a very simple way. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, and here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Perfect. So we have created like this 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, perfect, and 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, these are the indexes. This is for string x, and this is for string y. Now first of all what we were doing in the DP problems, we were filling the first row and the first column by ourselves. Perfect. So let us fill these first row and first column. So let us talk about this one. What this tells us, that the length of string x is 0. It means there is no element in the string x, but string y we have two elements. So what was the string y we have taken in the example? It was gx. It means we have g and x, two elements. Now if I ask you, tell me what is the longest common subsequence between these two, you are going to say that in string x there is no element, so how we can get the common element between these two? So we are going to return 0 here. Similarly, if we are going to come at this place, here we have three elements g, x and t. Now also it will be 0 0 0 0 0. Similarly, what this block tells us, that there are two elements in the x. So what are the two elements in the x? It will be a and g, but there is no element in the y string. So if there is no element in the y string, then the longest common subsequence between x and y will be 0. So it means 0 will come here. So similarly we are going to fill these zeros. Okay, this we were doing. Now in longest common subsequence we were filling the rest of the elements by our code. So exactly what we were doing, I will explain you now. So I was saying that if x of I minus 1 equal to y of I minus 1, perfect. if both the elements were coming equal, then what we were doing, we were making dp I comma j as 1 plus dp of I minus 1 comma j minus 1. If you want how I have written this, watch the longest common subsequence video, because this is the sequential video. To solve this problem you have to know that concept. So what we were doing, that dp of I comma j will be, and if you got elements as same, so it will be 1 plus dp of I minus 1 comma j minus 1. It means if you want this, okay, so what this 1 tells, here we have one element of the string y. So what was the first element of the string y? It was g. Okay, sorry, it was it was here g, it was x, then t, x a y b. Okay, and here also I am going to write the element, it is a g g t a b. Perfect. Now let us again zoom it, because the rest of the things are not required as of now, so let us remove them. Perfect. So what does this tell? That it will be dp of I comma j. Suppose if we want to find this element, so dp of I comma j will be 1 plus dp of I minus 1 comma j minus 1. So this will be I minus 1, here I value is decreased by 1 and j value is also decreased by 1. So in this we are going to add 1, so here the value is 0, so 0 plus 1 will be 1, so it means the value will come here 1. Now if you want to fill this element, so first of all what we were doing, we were checking if the elements are equal or not. So basically here g and a, are they equal? No, so we are not going to use this condition, so here I am not going to write like this. What was the other condition? Other condition was else dp of I comma j will be maximum of dp of I minus 1 comma j or dp of I comma j minus 1. This was the syntax. So tell me, g and a are equal? No, they are not equal, so it will come in the else condition. Then we should check which is maximum. This term is maximum or this term is maximum. So both are 0, so you can write 0 here. Perfect. You got it what I want to say? Now if we come to this block, so we need to check if x and a are equal. Are they equal? No. So what we need to do, we need to fill the maximum of one step up or one step back. So what is the maximum? 0. T and a are equal? No, they are not equal. It means what we are going to fill here, we are going to fill here again 0. A and x are not equal, 0. A and a are equal. Now we got that a, if x of I minus 1 and y of j minus 1 is equal. Perfect. So this time what we need to do, we need to add 1 from the previous one. So from here we are going to add 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 will be 1. Like this we are going to fill the dp. And again if we move further, as you can see y and a are not equal, so we are going to fill maximum of these two, so we are going to get 1. Okay, last element is b, a and b are equal, so we are going to fill the maximum of this. Like this what we need to do is, we need to fill the complete this dp. Okay, so let us fill this dp fastly. G and g are equal, so add 1. G and x are equal? No, not equal, not equal, not equal. They are also not equal, they are also not equal, they are also not equal. Now again g and g are equal, so what we will need to do, I minus 1 we need to add, so here we need to add 1, so it will be 1. Again maximum. Okay, again maximum, not equal, then maximum, not equal, then maximum, not equal, then maximum. Perfect. Now g and t are equal? No, so we need to fill the maximum of these two. X and t are equal? No, they are not equal, so maximum. Now t and t are equal, so what we need to do here, I minus 1 j minus 1, we need to add 1, so it will become 2. Now we need to see t and x are equal? No, they are not equal, so again maximum will be 2. Here also maximum 2, 2, 2. Okay, now a and g are equal? A and g are not equal, so what we need to do, 1. Here a and x are equal, 1. T and a are equal? No, but maximum here is 2, so we are going to fill this 2. X and A are equal? No, they are not equal. So maximum will be 2 only. A and A are equal. Now A and A are equal. So from here we need to add 1. So it will become 3. Now again maximum will be 3 and 3 here. Perfect. Now B and G are equal? No, they are not equal. So maximum will be 1. B and X are equal? No, they are not equal. So here also 1. And next step, B and T are equal, but maximum will be 2 this time. Here also 2. Here maximum is 3. Here maximum is 3. Here maximum will be, here they are equal, so we are going to add them 1. So what we have done exactly is, if the elements are equal, we are going to add 1 to I minus 1, j minus 1. Like this we filled the DP. Okay. So basically what we have done this, but earlier we were returning 4 because the common elements between these two strings were 4. So at the end where we were returning dp minus 1 comma minus 1, it is the last element of this matrix. But this time what we need to return is, we need to return the length. So exactly what we have to do is, we have to tell what are the 4 elements that are equal. So what we are going to do this time, we are going to start traversing from back. Okay. Not back, we will be tell you how we were writing the solution. Okay. So we will start traversing from back, and we are going to see if B and B is equal. If it is equal, then we are going to add B, and from where we have came, we will go back step. Okay. So let me change the pen color. So as these two are equal, so we were coming 3 plus 1 we were coming. Okay. Now we have reached here. Now we will match again. Is A and Y equal? No, it is not equal. So we will go in the direction which is maximum. So we will come here. But this time we are not going to add this in our string. Again we will see A and A are equal. So we are going to add A to our string, and then we will move I minus 1, j minus 1. We will move from where we have came. Then again we are going to match that if x and t are equal. If x and t are equal, they are not equal, so move in the maximum direction. So we will come here, right? So now what we need to see, t and t are equal. Yes, they are equal. So add this in the string. Add this in the string. So we have added, and we have moved I minus 1, j minus 1 because we have come from here. Now we need to match x and g. Are they equal? No, they are not equal. So go in the maximum direction. Okay, so you can go in any side. Let us go this side. Again, g and g are equal. Yes, they are equal. So add them and move in the direction from where it came. Okay, so sorry. Yeah, move in the direction from where they, I think I have written something incorrectly. A G G T A B, yes, it is correct. Okay, so let us move here. If the elements like we were here G and X, okay, so they were not equal, so we need to move in the direction which is maximum. Perfect. So what we will do, we will go in this direction. Now again x and g are not equal, so move in the maximum direction. So we will come here. So g and g are equal, so add g and then move in the direction backward. So we will come to 0. So if any of the both the strings become 0, it means there are no common element. Perfect. So this is our common substring. But in the starting what we have written substring, we have written GTAB. So it is just the opposite of this. So at the end what you need to do, you need to reverse this S. So I hope you got the question. Let us write the code now. So what we have done, first of all, we have written the DP, initialize the DP, then we have filled the elements. But the twist is, this time after filling the DP, we need to traverse from back and we need to check from where we have came. If the elements are matching, we are adding them in the string S, and at the end finally when any one of the length becomes 0, what we were doing, we were returning the reverse of the S. Perfect. So let us go and write the code. So first of all I am going to write like this. Let us write with the black pen only, it will look nice. So def LCS problem, which will have string x, string y, length of string x, length of string y. So initially what we were doing, we were initializing the dp. So it will be like 0 for I in range. First of all we need to write columns, that is n plus 1. Then it will be like this: for j in range, let me decrease the size little bit, m plus 1. This we have done, we have created the dp which each element has 0. Now what I am going to do, I am going to use two for loop. For I in range of m plus 1, this is rows, and for I in range of n plus 1, this is for columns. Now if any of the one, if I equal to 0 or j equal to 0, what we were doing, we were filling the dp I comma j with 0. Okay, this we are filling the dp. Now I told you na that if first row and first column we need to fill, so if any of this I is 0 or j is 0, we need to fill it with 0. So this we have done. Or what we need to do then, else if. So in Python we write elif, right? If elements are equal, x minus 1 equal to y of j minus 1. If they are equal, so we are going to fill the dp I comma j by adding 1 to the previous one, that is I minus 1 and j minus 1. This we were doing. And else if the elements are not equal, so how we were filling the dp, we were filling the dp by taking the maximum of the two, that is I minus 1 comma j or dp of I comma j minus 1. Perfect. So this is done. We have filled the complete dp, our, that is matrix. So matrix filling is done. Now what I told you, we need to traverse from the back. So let us make a string lcs, which is an empty string. Now we will fill the elements in this string. So let us make I is equal to size of x string and j is equal to size of y string. And I am writing the condition while I is greater than 0 and j should be greater than 0. Okay, both should be greater than 0. Then we were starting, as we have done I is equal to m, j is equal to n, it means we have reached at the last point of the dp. Now what we are going to do, we are going to compare if x of I minus 1 equal to y of j minus 1. I told you if the elements are equal, what we were doing, we were adding that element into our string. So I am writing lcs plus equal to x of I minus 1. We were adding that element. Okay, you can write x of I minus 1 or y of I minus 1 because both are equal, so you can write anything. If elements are equal, we were adding them. After adding, what we were going in the direction from where we came. It means we are reducing I by 1 and also j by 1. We have added this element b. Now we will move I minus 1 and j minus 1. So it will be I minus equal to 1 and j minus equal to 1. So we have come this side. This was the condition when the elements are equal. Now what we need to do, we need to check which element is greater. Okay, if x of I minus 1 comma j is greater than, sorry, this time what we need to check, dp of I minus 1 comma j is greater than dp of I comma j minus 1, right? I told you we need to move in the maximum direction. So if this is maximum, okay, what does this tells us? If this direction is maximum, move in this direction. Okay, like this, 2 is maximum or 3 is maximum, 3 is maximum. So what is going to happen here, we are going to decrease I by 1. Okay, so what we were doing, I minus equal to 1, I is decreased by 1, and we are not going to add the element. I told you na, if the elements are equal, then only we are going to add into our string. Or what we are going to do, we if I minus 1 comma j is not greater, then what we were doing, we were decreasing j minus equal to 1. We were decreasing the j like this. So what we have done, we have traveled the complete dp. Now what we need to do, we need to reverse the our string. So LCS will be, let us write in the new variable, new LCS will be equal to LCS, and in Python to reverse, this is the syntax. So we have to leave starting and ending point, and we have to do -1. It means it will start with the negative. Okay, and that one, then what we need to do, print new LCS, and it will print the question. So ultimately what we have done in this question, I will explain you quickly the code. Here we have done declaration, here we have filled the dp, filled the matrix, filled the dp. Here we have done created dp. Okay, and this was the condition for first row and first column. So I am going to write first row and first column. Okay, then what we have done, we have created a new string and started with end. Then what we have done, if elements are equal, we moved one step in backward and one step in both the we were moved slantly if elements are equal. And if I is equal, then may we moved in this direction. If j is equal, then may we moved in upper direction. At the end, we again reverse the linked list string, then we have print this. So I hope your doubt is clear now. Thank you. Please let me know in the comment section if I have done any mistake or any kind of suggestions. You can give me in the comment section. Thank you.